Welcome to Vietlingo, learn Vietnamese your way, your dialect. My name is Thanh Huyền. I'm a Vietnamese teacher at Vietlingo. Today, we're learning Northern Vietnamese, where you meet someone new in Vietnam, especially in Hanoi. Two questions almost always come up right after your name. Bạn là người nước nào? What country are you from? Bạn làm nghề gì? What is your job? Knowing how to answer this smoothly will help you connect with locals right away and make a great first impression. Today, we break down exactly how to talk about where you're from and what you do for a living, the Northern way. Let's listen to a quick conversation between two new colleagues, Nam and David, meeting for the first time in Hanoi.
Chào anh, em là Nam, nhân viên mới ở phòng marketing.
Chào Nam, anh là David. Rất vui được gặp em.
Anh David là người nước nào ạ?
Anh là người Mỹ. Ồ, vậy ạ.
Thế anh làm nghề gì? Anh là kỹ sư phần mềm.
This conversation is very typical. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to use the verb là to be correctly for identification. Introduce your nationality using the correct Vietnamese structures. Introduce your occupation. Understand the crucial difference between nationality, country, and language in Vietnamese. Let's get started. Okay, let's jump into vocabulary and grammar instruction. Grammar point 1. The verb là to be. In English, this verb changes I am, you are, she is, and is used for many things: identity, feelings, age, and location. But in Vietnamese, we only use the word là. It's much simpler. Là never changes regardless of the subject. Tôi là, anh ấy là, họ là. We only use là when identifying someone or something, defining what it is. We do not use là for feeling or description. The structure is subject plus là plus a noun or noun phrase. For example, tôi là Thanh Huyền, identifying my name. I am Thanh Huyền. 2. Anh ấy là kỹ sư, identifying his job. He is an engineer. 3. Đây là cái bàn, identifying an object. Đây là means this is. This is a table. The second point, introducing nationality. To state your nationality, we don't use an adjective like in English. I am French. Instead, we say, I am a French person. To do this, we need two key vocabulary words. Một, người, person or people. This word is placed before the country name to form the nationality. For example, tôi là người Việt Nam. Người, person, plus Việt Nam, Vietnam. I am Vietnamese. 2. Cô ấy là người tốt. Using người generally to mean person. She is a good person. 3. Có nhiều người ở đây quá nhỉ? A casual way to comment on a crowd using the northern particle. Nhỉ, isn't it? Right? There are many people here, right? 2. Nước. Nước means country. It also means water, but context make it clear. It's used when referring to the country itself. For example, nước Anh rất lạnh, describing the country of England. England is very cold. Or, bạn là người nước nào? The standard way to ask someone nationality. You are a person of which country? Or what is your nationality? 3. Tôi thích đi du lịch nhiều nước. Talking about travel, I like to travel to many countries. The structure for nationality is subject plus là plus người with country name. For example, I'm British. Tôi là người Anh. Anh in here is England or UK. Or I'm French. Tôi là người Pháp. Pháp is French. One more. I'm American. Tôi là người Mỹ. Mỹ, America. You might sometimes hear America referred to as Hoa Kỳ, especially in formal news or document. Hoa means flower and Kỳ means flag. It's said this name originated from Chinese observers long ago who thought the US flag would always start look flowery, while Mỹ is used in everyday conversation. Hoa Kỳ is the formal name. Okay, let's jump on the third point, introducing your job. Talking about your job is just as easy. We use the verb là again. The structure is subject plus là plus job title. Let's look at some common professions. 1. Giáo viên, teacher. Tôi là giáo viên. A simple statement of professions. I am a teacher. Second example. Mẹ tôi là giáo viên tiểu học. Specifying the level. Tiểu học means primary school. My mother is a primary school teacher. 2. Bác sĩ, doctor. For example, anh trai tôi là bác sĩ. Introducing a family member's job. My older brother is a doctor. Cô ấy là bác sĩ nha khoa. Specifying the type of doctor. Nha khoa means dentist. She's a dentist. 3. Kỹ sư, engineer. For example, David là kỹ sư phần mềm. Phần mềm means software. David is a software engineer. Bạn có phải là kỹ sư không? A common question structure. Có phải là? Không. Are you an engineer? Okay, here's a culture note for you. In here, we have a word called xe ôm, the hug vehicle. If you travel in Vietnam, you will definitely use motorbike taxi. We call them xe ôm. Why? Xe means vehicle and ôm means to hug or hold on to. When motorbikes were first introduced, passengers were often nervous and would literally hold on to the driver tightly for safety, even if they were strangers. So the name stuck. Xe ôm literally means hug vehicle and driver is a tài xế xe ôm. Okay, grammar point 4. Combining job and nationality. If you want to say something like, I am a French businessman, in English you say the nationality first, then the job. In Vietnam, we reverse the order. Job first, then nationality. Subject plus là plus job title plus người and then country name. Tôi là kỹ sư người Đức. Kỹ sư engineer comes before người Đức, German person. I am a German engineer. Ông Tanaka là doanh nhân người Nhật Bản. Doanh nhân businessman before người Nhật Bản, Japanese person. Mr. Tanaka is a Japanese businessman. 3. Cô ấy là đầu bếp người Pháp. Đầu bếp chef before người Pháp, French person. She is a French chef. Okay, one more thing. The English teacher confusions. In English, the phrase I am an English teacher can be ambiguous. Does it mean you are from England or you teach the English language? Vietnamese is very clear about this because we use a specific word for language. Tiếng, meaning language, also means sound, voice, used before a country name to indicate the language of that country. For example, tôi đang học tiếng Việt. Tiếng Việt is the Vietnamese language. I am learning Vietnamese. Bạn nói tiếng Anh giỏi quá. Complimenting someone's language skill. Giỏi means skilled or good. You speak English very well. Tiếng Pháp khá là khó học. Describing a language. The French language is quite hard to learn. Let's look at the difference clearly. A teacher who is from England. Focus on nationality. We use the structure job plus người plus country. Tôi là giáo viên người Anh. I am a teacher who is British. They might teach math, science, or anything else. For second scenario, A teacher who teaches the English language focus on subject. We combine giáo viên, teacher with tiếng Anh, English language to create a specific job title. Tôi là giáo viên tiếng Anh. I am an English language teacher. They could be Vietnamese, American, Australian. Scenario 3. Combining both. Tôi là giáo viên tiếng Anh người Mỹ. I am an American English teacher. I teach the English language and I am American. Okay, practice time. Fill in the blank with the correct word. Là người tiếng nước. 1. Tôi bác sĩ. 2. Anh ấy là Mỹ. 3. Chúng tôi đang học Việt. 4. Bạn là người nào? 5. Cô ấy giáo viên tiếng Pháp. Activity 2. English to Vietnamese translation. How would you say the following sentence in Northern Vietnamese? 1. I am American. 2. She is an engineer. 3. He's a French teacher, meaning he teaches the French language. 4. I am a British manager. 5. They are Vietnamese. Great job today, everyone. Let's quickly review what we learned. We use the verb là only for identifying things, and it never changes form. 2. We distinguish clearly between nước, country, and người, nationality, and tiếng, language. 3. To state your nationality, use subject plus là plus người, and then country name. 4. To combine job and nationality, the order is job first, then nationality. For example, bác sĩ người Anh. 5. Remember the difference between giáo viên người Anh, a teacher who is British, and giáo viên tiếng Anh, the teacher of the English language. These are fundamental phrases you will use every day. Practice this with your friends or teacher today. If you enjoyed this lesson, like, share, and subscribe for more Vietnamese lessons from Vietlingo. Thank you for watching. Cảm ơn. Xin chào, hẹn gặp lại.
That's the end of today's lesson. Thank you so much for watching and learning Vietnamese with us. If you'd like to experience our teaching style in person, we'd love to invite you to a 30-minute free trial lesson with one of our experienced Vietlingo teachers. Just scan the QR code and book your spot. We've helped thousands of learners around the world speak Vietnamese with confidence, and we can help you too.